Hey guys, Dr. Decks here. Today I want to talk to you about probably one of the most important things when securing your deck is how you're going to attach it to the house and why you need to make sure of a couple of things before you do so. So if you get something out of this video or you like it, please don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content, as 83% of you do not subscribe to this channel. So let's get that average up a little bit, okay? Thank you. Whoa, did you guys see that bug? I see this over time and time and time again when we're taking down old decks. A lot of people just nail the deck up right through the siding of the house. They don't look behind it. They don't know what's involved in it. They don't know, they're just hoping that it attaches to something, or they think, oh yeah, we'll just put a couple nails in it. It'll hold the deck up, we'll be fine. That's why we have deck collapses that kill people. It happens every year, unfortunately. It's very tragic. People lose their lives from improperly secured decks. Well, the first thing, and this video is not really how to secure the deck to the house. This video is about making sure you know what you're attaching to before you attach it, okay? And for me, the only way to really know if I'm attaching the deck properly to the house is if I take the siding off the house and look at what's in the side of the house. Because there was no way that you would have known that there were joists that were running through the house and that they were notched and that there was blocking in here, okay? Now, this is okay to attach to, but all these joists have to be smoothed out really close to the blocks. So the only way to know how to do that and to be able to figure it out is by taking this siding off and looking at it. And that's what we did. This side of the deck had the joist sticking out. The other side of the house did not, but it's still done in the same fashion. I would have never have known that. The old guys, what they did, whoever built the deck originally, they just nailed it to the siding. And they obviously got into something structural, but I'm a licensed professional. I'm licensed and bonded and insured in the state of Washington. So I can't just slap something up on the side of the house and hope that it stays. I gotta make sure I know what's going on. So for me personally, so I can sleep better at night, I always remove the siding and expose whatever is up here. So over here, for example, we had a 2x10 floor joist that was framed into the house. These joists cantilevered 6 feet out from the outside of the house. But what they did was they notched 2 inches out of the top of the joist and left 8 inches coming out. Well, 7 1/4 is what the actual thickness was. And then they put a piece of 2x4 decking up here. 2x4, 2x6, I don't remember, it's gone now. But that's too thick for us anyways. We only have a 1-inch decking. And then there was a small step down below the threshold of the door. Well, we're changing all that. So what we're gonna do now is flush all this stuff out, and then let me explain a little bit what's going on here. These blocks, most of the time, they're toe-nailed to the sides of the joist, and then they're toe-nailed down into there's a double plate that's above the studs that holds the floor. And then above here, there's also more flat stud or a flat wall plate that we could attach to as well. Because as we go down the way, we're gonna have to recreate that in part of this wall. So on this side, these blocks are solid. But now, because I've exposed this, I know that I gotta be 3 inches away from any end of this. If I put a screw here, that's not acceptable. I gotta be 3 inches here and 3 inches here. So I'm gonna do a high-low pattern 3 inches away from each end of each joist. And then I'll probably come in and I might attach something to the joist, but that's not gonna really give me anything for pull away. That's not gonna give me any support. When you screw into an end grain of a floor joist, you don't have a lot of holding power. Your holding power is gonna come into these blocks. So you gotta make sure that these blocks are snug. Now, usually if they're framed into the house, they have nails coming. Actually, I'll be darned. I didn't even see it till now, but look at that. See right there? That's a nail. There's another one right here that are coming through the wall, through the bottom of the wall plate and into the top of this block. And that's what's gonna help keep this deck from going this way. Plus, we have to add special bracketry to the deck, and we'll do that in a subsequent video about how to keep your deck from pulling away from the house. But for now, I'm just explaining what we have to work with. Okay, so there we go. So that's that. Now let's walk over here and I'll show you what happened in one section of this house that we got to deal with. Okay, so over here on this side of the house, there used to be a 2-foot kickout, and the clients got rid of the kickout because they wanted to do a nice wide door and a slider and a couple windows. So they brought this part of the house back, and the remodelers have cut back all the floor joists already. They used to stick out 2 feet. Those are cut back. So we have to add those same blocks through the openings of all this space here. Now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna run some screws into the top plate, into the bottom plate, and probably into the sides of the joist to lock those blocks in. And then we're gonna do the same kind of fastening pattern. Basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep the deck from wanting to go like this. We're not worried about it going like this. We're trying to keep it from going like this right now, okay? So by adding those blocks in there and putting in all the fasteners, that's gonna help keep when we put up our ledger board, keep it from wanting to go down. So then over here, I think the guys have got everything stripped. So let's go down here. On this side of the house, they basically did the same thing. I'm not exactly sure why it was done this way. Usually there's a solid belly board going across here. There must have been an old deck that hung out and that eventually got cut back, and then the new deck came on and they put new siding up or something like that. I can only imagine. I really don't know. So if we wouldn't have exposed the wall, I very well easily could have taken a ledger lock and ran it right into that downpipe if I wouldn't have seen it. So for me, as a professional deck builder, these are some of the obstacles that we come into when we're doing a remodel or a teardown, or we're dealing with other people's workmanship or whatever. So we're doing our due diligence to make sure that we're not having any potential catastrophic issues. Now I can identify where the hole in the wall is, where the pipe is, and anything else, so that when we go to install our ledger board, we're not gonna hit that or run into that. So that's a really important tip for you guys, to go in and actually remove some siding and make sure that you know exactly what you're up against. Now that you know that, now you can prepare to flash and apply some waterproof membranes to that exposed area so that you can be able to put it back together and make sure that it doesn't leak, and if it does, that you're protected. So you can watch some of our other videos for that kind of information. Just wanted to go over with you guys a little bit about how to make sure that your deck is firmly secured to your house. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, don't forget to click that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.